Hey everybody, it's Micah Thompson, and this is the third Star Wars Galaxy's Edge video. 3 out of 5. So, let's get started. Today's video is about Star Wars Rise of the Resistance, the second attraction coming to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. It's supposed to be the most epic attraction Disney's ever built. I think it's one of the most expensive, and it's just massive show building. It's a dark ride, and I think that covers the general information. But before I get into the ride details and story details, if you want to be notified for more Star Wars Land videos and other Disney content, please subscribe. It really helps the channel out. And if we get 1,000 subscribers by the 30th, maybe even early on the 31st of May, I will be able to live stream on the opening 4 hours of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. But regardless, I'm still doing a POV video of Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run. I say it in every Star Wars Land video, but I'm going to say it again. If you don't want spoilers, this is not the right video for you. Watch a basic, everything you need to know about Star Wars Land video. This is the actual ride details. If you want to be surprised, please don't watch this video. Okay, starting with the main premise of the ride, we are hired by the Resistance to intercept the First Order and do something on a Star Destroyer. They are pretty vague about that, but we know that we are sent up in the air in a pod. And here's some pretty cool concept art. We do encounter AT-ATs, and we are in a Star Wars Star Destroyer hangar. Sorry about my voice because it's just so raspy right now because I've got a cold, which also conveniently means that I will be able to be making more videos because I've got more free time. But yeah, so here's the AT-ATs, pretty amazing footage that they got. I mean, we can just see how detailed it's going to be. So there's the transport ship we get to take, and I know these are a little bit out of order, but this is just showing what's going to be coming, what it's actually like. But we start out walking through this Resistance turret, and then into these caves, into the Resistance base. The Resistance have been pushed out of the city because the First Order come. Now, we are supposed to see Rey in a hologram message from BB-8, and she tells us to go to the Star Destroyer, and we get to walk by all of these X-Wings. And it's pretty sick, Poe Dameron's X-Wing and everything. And so we walk through not the hangar, it would be more of a fleet. We get into this awesome transport ship, and the transport ship actually takes us to the second level of the building, but it looks like a transport ship, and there's screen windows that simulate flight. Now, we are being piloted by Nin Nub. I think that's his name. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. So the screen windows will, I'm assuming, make a battle scene around us. As we get closer to the Star Destroyer, we will realize that we're being pulled in by a tractor beam to the Star Destroyer. And I think that's going to be an awesome feeling, just being pulled into the tractor beam. And then, once we get inside the Star Destroyer, the door opens, and we're in this massive hangar, which is actually not going to be screen-based. It's going to be fully set-built, as you can see in this picture with the cast member working on the TIE Fighter. We are taken by officers and marched into a big detention center, like in this commercial piece. And I saw the ride vehicle in the original preview, and I knew that was going to be the ride vehicle, even though they hadn't announced it. And I'd seen a picture of, like, the little miniature model. But this ride vehicle is what we ride throughout the entire thing, and it's going to be pretty cool. So it takes us first to the AT-AT room, and then we're going to get to see amazing views of the Star Destroyer, which is actually a dark ride set, which is just amazing, mind-blowing how realistic it looks. I think they have over 50 animatronic stormtroopers. And we're eventually going to make it to the gunner room, where we are going to see some full live action outside the windows of, I'm pretty sure, Poe Dameron. So we're going to see a lot of the TIE Fighters versus X-Wings, but I think Poe Dameron's going to send them a message, or send us a message through our droid, which is actually a rogue droid planted by the Resistance. So that's pretty cool, but we get to see all this action, and they get all mad, I think. I know we see General Hux, but it would make sense if we see him in the gunner room, because he's always in the gunner room. And yeah, I'm really excited for this part, getting to see the battle outside, and it's going to be really realistic. So I think eventually we feel the shock of the blasts and we keep moving. And I heard that we go up an elevator, but that's just a rumor. I kind of doubt it because we're already on the second floor. But we then find ourselves with Kylo Ren. Kylo Ren, the second time, I think we see him twice. This is all just details that are very vague. And he uses the Force on us, but we managed to escape through a pod. And like all Star Wars movies, I'm assuming it's going to end with us looking back at the large space object and watching it blow up. And I'm sure that's the reason Poe would contact us, as if he's going to blow up the Star Destroyer. So can you just imagine, like, shooting out in your pod, which was going to be a short thrill, I guess, there, and watching the Star Destroyer blow up behind you. But yeah, so then we land back at Batu, Black Spire Outpost, in the Resistance base, and we walk out this massive engine here and back into the planet. So it's going to be very immersive, and I'm hoping the screen windows look great. But I think that's all for today. So yeah, thanks for watching, and have a magical day.